Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, today we're talking about a very important topic. I'm joined by Simon and Cindy from Carolina Forest Elementary School. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Great.
Wonderful. Now, you both work in education, but you also are co-authors of a book. Tell me about this book.
Okay, so this book is Adapting Behavior Practices, Reframing Your Approach to Discipline. And we, for the past 5 years, the two of us have been working together with behavior a lot. And so we just realized that getting to the root of the behavior helps tremendously, and it helps the kids not to repeat the same behavior. So we kind of came together and just thought of ways to help the kid to change the behavior.
So
Right.
who is this book for?
This book is for parents and teachers, and really for adults, because everybody gets frustrated when it comes to behavior, and they wonder, what are we going to do? And even for me as a parent, it's helpful because we tend to work with our own kids a little differently than we work with other people's kids. So, the being consistent and putting these things into practices, it's difficult because it's time consuming, but the consistency is what wins in the long run.
So can you give me some examples maybe that are in the book without spoiling too much?
Like Cindy said, a lot of kids, and I'm sure many people out here listening and yourselves can remember, when kids would come get in trouble at school, and they would get in trouble for the same things over and over and over again. So, like the front of the book shows there, some roots in the ground and a child being like a plant. When something goes wrong with your crops, you got to figure out what's wrong in the dirt, not what's on top. So once you get to that root, and it does take time, because as we say in there, it takes them a long time to get that way. It takes a long time to get them out. And gaining that trust with us or whoever they work with is the first step in getting to the root of that problem.
Yeah, and I would say definitely building the relationship. Relationships are everything. When you get the relationships with these kids, we've had a lot of kids that, just came from tough situations. And the two of us, we just team up and kind of become that safe space for them.
Right.
And they know it, and then it just helps.
Well, tell me also, for parents and other teachers who have read the book, what has been the response?
Well, for some who kind of been in education for a long time, it's like a new thing for them. It's almost like they're having to retrain their thinking and their brain. And, and I say all the time, like, this is just a new generation of kids. Like, you can't do the same thing that you did a long time ago to reach this generation, because they have so many other things coming up against them, like social media. And they just carry a lot. And so you just have to approach it a different way.
Yeah.
So.
Because everybody, wants to see old school, though.
Right.
Our grandparents' old school was a lot different than our old school, so there's always a new school coming. So we just need to adapt to that new school a little bit faster.
Right.
If we're going to be successful with our kids, and that's a hard thing for some teachers. If we can help them understand this practice, in the long run, it's going to be a smoother classroom. Their scores will be better because we're really, we like scores, but without those relationships, those scores really don't matter.
Now, Cindy, do you have another book as well?
I do. This is actually my third children's book. I'm always trying to write, because I am a counselor, giving kids tools that they can use when I'm not there, and so this book is Same Love, Different Homes, and it is about kids that are in divorce situations. And so I think out of all the books, like, this was the one that I could connect to the most, because I was that kid. And so when I wrote it, it was really rewarding for me as well. So, yeah.
So if anybody's interested in purchasing one of your books, where can they find these?
They can find them on Amazon. They're both on Amazon.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks again for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined by money coach Dana Wolf. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Katie?
I'm doing good. Let's get down to basics here.
You got it.
You have some tips on how people can learn how to budget.
That's right. Budgeting is all about planning before the month happens. Okay, there are only, it's very simple, 4 things. You need to plan it, you need to balance it, because we don't want to go backwards, we want to go forward. We want to communicate it, and then we want to live it. So a couple of different tools that I use, the budget envelopes for certain things like groceries. If I have a $100 grocery budget, it goes in this envelope, and that's what I get to spend, and I'm not going to go over budget. It might be clothing, it might be just miscellaneous money, because those things can trip us up. Another thing I like to use is what's called a budget book, and some people use apps. I like to do it the old-fashioned way with paper and pen. I want to see myself making progress, and I also want to be able to have something that I can put my slips in. If I'm going to the grocery store, cash or debit at all times, I want to be able to record it so I can come up with a budget, and then at the end of the year I can actually look back and see how well I did. Other people like computers. I do a lot of spreadsheets. I like to be able to track, so having a spreadsheet is really important as well. But the communication part is really key. You need to understand your mindset when it comes to money. You need to know, are you a spender or a saver? Do you like to have the abundant opportunities and lots of opportunities, or do you want just a one-time opportunity, like when it comes to vacations? Do you want to do lots of them, or do you want to just do one very expensive vacation, okay? What is your mindset when it comes to money? And what is, if you're married, your partner's mindset?
I was gonna say that's huge to
It
talk
is.
to your partner about that sort of thing.
It is, because there's so many different things that you need to know. A lot of people like to save, some people like to spend, a lot of people like to give. Are we going to be spontaneously giving, or are we going to plan our giving? So there's so many different aspects of money, and each person is here, we're all individuals, each person is here to have a purpose here, and we just need to be able to communicate what that purpose is.
Love that. So if people are saving up for something big or want some help, how can they get in contact with you?
Very simple, Dana Wolf Financial Coach. Just Google that or go to my website, First Step Financial Solutions.
This story is sponsored by Mind Zero. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning on Living Local Carolina. This is a pretty special experience for me because I'm at Mind Zero right now, and I'm actually joined by the CEO of Mind Zero. David, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Katie.
Absolutely. Okay, let's tell your story. Why did you start Mind Zero?
Sure. Well, I'm originally from the Czech Republic, which is in Central Europe, and there's a huge tradition when it comes to spa, and thousands of years ago, and we basically are packing up the most amazing things that work over there and turning that into a really nice product that the consumers here like.
So Mind Zero has 2 very important components, the cold plunge and the sauna. For somebody that's watching right now that might be a little nervous about trying that, how can you put them at ease?
There are a lot of people who say that they absolutely hate the cold, they're scared of the cold, but when they come, they realize that it's actually super easy here. My wife, she is afraid of the cold, and when she tried it, she was absolutely, like she was saying, this is so easy, and everyone can do that. We have kids that are 10 years old that come, we have people who are 80 years old that come, so it's literally for anybody. And it's based on hormetic stressors, so we stress your body temporarily to kind of get rid of chronic stress. So if you have anything that's on your mind when you are here in the sauna or in the cold plunge, we really get you very present, so you forget about all the things, but also it energizes you. So you come back to the world and you have much more energy to actually attack the problems that you have in your life. So the best part about coming here is not only it's a very pleasant experience and there's a big community of people that do it with you, but also you get this amazing spur of energy that helps you be more successful in life.
All right, so if you want to try Mind Zero yourself, try the sauna and the cold plunge on January 28th. All day they're going to have special sessions. Everything is free. It's for their anniversary. So you can come by and meet all these nice folks. Yeah! So come by on the 28th, but if you can't come by on the 28th, it's free for your first session every day. So be sure to go to mindzero.com to learn more information.
This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Now I know a lot of our viewers have had the chance to try Plexiderm skincare to get rid of their under eye bags and wrinkles, but for those of you who have not taken the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge yet, today I have Amy back in the studio to talk about Plexiderm. Amy, how are you doing?
Good morning. Yes, we created that 10-minute challenge because Plexiderm has been an extremely visible product. It's everywhere. And so many people would ask, is this going to work for me? Are my under eye bags too pronounced? Are my wrinkles too deep? Can this really give me the visible effect I'm looking for? So we created the 10-minute challenge with the 6 pre-portioned trial pack. It gets it home for such a great value and free shipping so that you can try Plexiderm for yourself.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, is that really me?
Okay, now we're going to see some before and after photos to watch the magic happen in real time.
Yeah, including Georgine, who you're seeing right now. Everyone would say, is this going to work for me? How does this work? And as you can see, Plexiderm goes right to work once you apply it to clean and dry skin. So if you're new to Plexiderm, what it is, it's a serum and it dries completely and invisibly into your skin. It eliminates for the day those signs of aging. So under eye bags, crow's feet, 11 lines, deep forehead lines, nose to mouth lines. You wait 10 minutes and you enjoy up to 10 hours of visible, noticeable results like we're seeing here.
Okay, so not only do I love that Plexiderm works in just 10 minutes, but you also don't have to go to a doctor.
This is in the comfort and safety of your own home by your own hands. And again, yes, so you take Plexiderm right out of the box. No waiting for results, guys. No using every day for 4 to 6 weeks, and maybe you'll see a visible improvement. Plexiderm is instant gratification. Again, it lasts up to 10 hours, and you just apply small amounts. It lifts, it tightens, it eliminates the appearance dramatically of those signs of aging like you're seeing on our models.
So another great thing about Plexiderm is that guys love it too. And in these before and after pictures, you're only using one product, right?
Yes, that's important to note because it's a serum and it dries quickly and invisibly into the skin. Any skin tone, any skin texture, any skin type can use Plexiderm, and men love it too because it's their boost for the day and it's something that they can't, they're not advertising that they have on. Men don't like to wear a lot of product on their face. They don't like a lot of fuss. Not unlike us women, right? And so this is a great product for men and women.
And you guys were actually able to prove how well Plexiderm works by doing some clinical trials, right? Tell me more about these.
There have been clinical trials on Plexiderm, not only for its efficacy, but for how long those results last. And that's why we can say Plexiderm will last up to 10 hours.
Wow, 10 hours is a long time. And you just wash it off at the end of the day?
Yes, it's a temporary product, but it's instant, right? Again, no waiting for those results. Once you put Plexiderm on those treated areas, your under eye bags, your forehead lines, around your eyes, your mouth, you wait 10 minutes and then you enjoy those results all day long.
Wow, is that really me?
It's a facelift in a jar.
Now I know we have some viewers out there that are probably frustrated trying a million different creams and products. So if you want to try a product that actually works, we're giving you the chance to do a $14.95 trial plus free shipping. So if you want to try Plexiderm and take that 10-minute challenge, all you have to do is call the number on your screen or go to plexidermtrial.com.
This story is sponsored by Plexiderm. Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.